This animal is 4 inches long. It weighs less than your phone. And in February 2025, scientists published research in one of the world's most prestigious science journals, confirming something that sounds completely impossible. Its punch travels at the speed of a .22 caliber bullet. It hits with 1,500 newtons of force, more than 2,500 times its own body weight. It shatters aquarium glass. It can kill prey larger than itself in a single strike. And scientists just discovered something even more terrifying. It also punches itself thousands of times and feels nothing. This is the mantis shrimp, and it should not exist. The mantis shrimp, despite its name, is neither a mantis nor a shrimp. It is a stomatopod, a marine crustacean that has been on Earth for over 400 million years. It predates the dinosaurs by 200 million years. It has survived every single mass extinction in Earth's history. In that time, it has developed what scientists now call one of the most extraordinary biological weapons ever documented in nature. There are 2 types of mantis shrimp: spearers, which use sharp spines to stab soft-bodied prey like fish and worms, and smashers, which use club-like appendages to destroy hard-shelled prey like crabs, snails, and mollusks. Today, we are focusing on the smasher, because what the smasher can do with its club, and what the February 2025 research revealed about how it survives doing it, is unlike anything else in the animal kingdom. So how does an animal 4 inches long punch with the force of a bullet? The answer, published in detail in the journal Science in February 2025, is a biological spring mechanism that engineers are still trying to fully understand and replicate. The mantis shrimp's club arm is folded and locked, like a crossbow loaded and ready. Inside the arm, specialized muscle fibers store enormous amounts of elastic energy. When the shrimp decides to strike, it releases a latch. All of that stored energy explodes outward in 2.7 milliseconds, less than 3,000ths of a second. The club accelerates to 23 meters per second, the same acceleration as a .22 caliber bullet leaving a gun barrel. When it hits, the force is 1,500 newtons. That is more than 2,500 times the shrimp's own body weight. To put this in perspective, if a human could punch with the same force relative to body weight, the punch would destroy a building. But here is what makes the 2025 research extraordinary. The punch does not just hit once, it hits twice. When the club strikes, it creates a second impact from something called cavitation bubbles. Tiny bubbles of superheated vapor form at the point of impact and collapse instantly, releasing shockwaves in the megahertz range. The prey is hit by the club, then hit again a fraction of a second later by the collapsing bubbles. 2 impacts, 1 strike. Researchers at Northwestern University called this discovery, quote, even more devastating than we previously understood. But the 2025 research did not stop at measuring the punch. Scientists wanted to answer a question that had been troubling them for years. The punch creates shockwaves in the megahertz range. These shockwaves travel through the water, they travel through the prey, but they also necessarily travel back through the mantis shrimp's own club and arm and body. So how does it not destroy itself? After thousands of punches at bullet speed, why does the mantis shrimp's arm not shatter? Why does it not suffer nerve damage from the constant shockwave bombardment? The answer, published in Science by Professor Horacio Espinosa at Northwestern University, is a biological phononic shield. Inside the club's armor, in the innermost layer, is a structure called a Bouligand arrangement. Layers of mineralized fibers arranged in a helicoidal pattern, like a spiral staircase. This structure selectively filters out high-frequency shear waves, the exact frequencies that would damage biological tissue. It lets the lower frequencies through and blocks the damaging ones perfectly. The mantis shrimp has evolved a biological noise-canceling shield inside its arm that filters shockwaves by frequency, that protects its own nervous system from its own weapon. Engineers are already studying this structure to build better helmets, body armor, and impact-resistant materials for aerospace engineering. But the punch is not even the most extraordinary thing about the mantis shrimp. Its eyes are. Humans have 3 types of color receptors: red, green, blue. From those 3, we perceive millions of colors. We think our vision is remarkable. The mantis shrimp has between 12 and 16 different color receptors. It can detect polarized light, a type of light humans cannot perceive at all without instruments. It can see ultraviolet wavelengths, invisible to us, and it processes color information in a completely different way from any other animal, not by comparing signals in the brain, but by identifying individual wavelengths directly at the eye level. Scientists studying mantis shrimp eyes have found applications in detecting cancer cells, because cancer tissue reflects polarized light differently from healthy tissue. A camera modeled on mantis shrimp vision can detect early-stage cancer that standard medical imaging cannot find. The 4-inch shrimp that punches like a bullet is also teaching us how to find cancer. And one final fact that will stay with you. Researchers at UC Santa Barbara filmed mantis shrimp larvae, creatures the size of a grain of rice, to study when they first begin to punch. The answer? 9 days after hatching. 9 days old, the size of a rice grain, and already punching at speeds 10 times faster than anything else its size in the ocean. Scientists filmed this at 30,000 frames per second. In the footage, you can see the spring mechanism already perfectly formed, already working, already devastating. The mantis shrimp is born ready. It does not learn to punch. It does not practice. It arrives in the world 9 days old, already one of the most effective biological weapons on the planet. The mantis shrimp has now inspired real engineering breakthroughs. The helicoidal fiber structure in its club is being used to design next-generation body armor for soldiers and police. The phononic shield is being studied to build better helmets that protect against blast injuries. The eye structure is being replicated in medical cameras for cancer detection. A 4-inch ocean animal that most people have never seen is actively saving human lives through materials science, through medicine, through aerospace engineering. The greatest engineers in history had 400 million years of evolution head start on us, and we are only just beginning to read their blueprints. The ocean is full of animals that should not exist, and do. This channel exists to find them. Subscribe, because next week I'm covering an animal that has survived every single mass extinction in Earth's history. 5 of them. It was here before the dinosaurs. It's still here today. I'll see you in that video.